Drone here. We're out with the Tumbler from Quadrone, and this is the first one. They did come out with a second one. I did review the second one. This one's just been sitting a while, so we figured we'd knock the dust off of it. This button right here is a slide switch. Those are your speed rates. You also have a light control up here. And then you have your flip buttons and your traditional trim buttons. And I believe one of these are to control the camera. The camera port is live on there. But we're going to go ahead and give this a fly. We're going to throw it in the second speed setting. I have a little bit of wind. And this is one of the drones that I never took the prop guards off of. And I've just left them on there. We're going to go ahead and take a little stroll downfield. I'm going to bring it back. It actually makes for orientating this, not really orientating, but it makes for visual perspective of this a lot easier to see. And as you can see, we're kind of leaning that way, but that's all right. Maybe we'll try to trim it out. There, I think we're trimmed out a lot better. Maybe one more. Let's go. One more, we should be about level. Yeah, we're about level there. The guards make it so you can see this a lot better for a lot longer at a longer distance. The red sticks out a lot better than the drone does, especially the bottom being white and we having white snow. So that's something to consider. Maybe leave them on. I generally take them off because if you get close to trees, they're tree catchers. And I'm using an old battery here. It is super cold. We already got low voltage LEDs here, which I don't know how true it is. It might just be the old battery. It might be the cold. It might be a combination of the two. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the third speed setting and just burn downfield quick. We'll bring it back. And it has a nice yaw rate. We'll bring it in close so you can see it in that third speed rate. It's not like a super turbo one, but it is a lot better than most of your toy grade yaw rates. As you can see, it really starts to pick up speed. Whoop! Almost hit the tree. Now it would have stuck in the tree because we've got the tree hangers on. It's just a really good look at it. You have white lights, blue on the side, white in the front. I did do a mod video. If you're going to fly this at night, you're going to want to change those backlights so you can tell that they're back and not forward. And the way to do that is simply by putting Scotch tape on the back of it and then just hitting it with a red Sharpie. That's the simplest way possible that you can change those out without actually having to go in and switch LEDs. And again, we're still flying here. That low voltage warning, again, it could be a combination of an old battery that's just giving off the warning, or it could be a combination of the cold. It's extremely cold out here, and lipos on certain drones have adverse effects on what they're going to do, how long the lifetime is. I know if you use a racing drone out in this weather, as long as you keep a nice burn on it and you're actually really flying it where you're keeping the battery warm, it's not too much of an issue. Something like this, we're probably not putting a heavy burn on the battery, so there's a good possibility that it's getting cold and it's being affected by the cold. But yeah, I think that's I think the low voltage lights are a false statement due to something, whether it be weather or old battery, because as you can see, we're still flying here. And bam! These were overpriced in the stores. If you went and bought one of these retail, you would probably pay anywhere from 60 low if you're lucky to almost $100 for one of these, and they don't come with a camera. The second model does come with a camera. You don't want to pay that much for this. Essentially, this is a styled X5 clone. It does fly really well. But again, you have no camera on it. You have added lights, which the added lights are going to take away from your flight time. So that's not really, I don't know, it's debatable whether it's a good thing or not. A good price on this is probably about $40. $40, $50 tops in a retail setting. Online, you should be able to get this cheaper, and if you can't get this cheaper online, it's because the name Quadrone. Quadrone is a high price markup name in retail. Bam. This has decent pitch in this third speed rate. It's not extreme though. We're not doing nose dives. We're able to control it. Again, we're just doing sweeps and passes here to give you a good look at this. And it won't go into flip mode because we are in the low voltage mode, although we've been flying for a decent amount here in that mode. There is no altitude hold on this. This is, and we might be getting low voltage that's just coming down a little bit quick. This is a U-Fly-It drone. It probably has headless mode on it. I don't use headless mode hardly ever, but this is a U-Fly-It drone. You need to know how to fly a drone and control your throttle and control your pitches, because this is also not a GPS drone. This is, again, bare bones U-Fly-It drone. I'm waiting for this thing to like drop out of the sky. Right now, let's see, we'll get it over there, we'll let it drift. No, it's drifting that way. That's kind of the way the wind's blowing. Kind of wanted to drift back towards myself, that way I could check my head cam for you guys. I mean, you can see the timestamp. I can't see it as I'm flying. Here, we'll try to control it and take the hat cam off, maybe. Nope, it's gonna go down, the wind's pushing it. So here, we'll take the hat cam off. We're at almost 7 minutes, and I'm flying it with one stick here. So it's getting good flight time. Again, why we're in low voltage mode? Combination of cold and combination of old battery. I guarantee it. Yep, and I think we're about done. We are about done. Guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe. And again, this was the Tumbler. This is the first Tumbler that Quadrone came out with. They did come out with a second one. If you have any questions, comments down below, and check out Drone Days on Facebook. Later.